Well, so we are back here with our next course on essays. We had done descriptive essays. So the next thing on our list is, if you have expected correctly, congratulations, it's narrative essays. So what are narrative essays now? Okay, so in narrative essays, okay, now this thing is a little mistake here with the descriptive word. I just noticed it. I'm so sorry. So, and this will be narrative, okay? Now, in a narrative essay, what you do is you need to narrate a first-hand experience. What do you mean by first-hand? You have felt it, or you have been there, you have done that, okay? That is, you were involved with the whole incident, and that is what you do in a narrative essay. And also in a narrative essay, it's very important that the major part of the essay should also be based on what you felt about the incident. So, if you want to talk about a day with your siblings, I'm just saying, then you can say that how you felt about the incident will be a part of a narrative essay and not a descriptive essay. Okay, so in a narrative essay, there should be primarily three sections. Like in descriptive, obviously you have the introductions. That's very important. You have the body. Now the body is where you narrate the full thing, and of course you have the conclusion. The conclusion is the part where you actually talk about your feelings about the incident. That is what you felt. So again, the introduction of the narrative essay should be very similar to the introduction of a descriptive essay. That is, you should have an introduction of the principal object given to you, and you should also, but that should not be too long like in a descriptive essay. In a narrative essay, you can also directly begin from the start. It's a pretty easy essay to write, a narrative one, and we're just going to look forward at what happens. I'm writing the introduction. So your introduction should be a general description of the principal object, like I just told you. Also, let's just take an example. That is, say you get to describe an accident that you saw. Alright, now in this case, your introduction should be probably based on accidents in general, how they happen, and what are the common characteristics of accidents and how you should avoid them. This should be your general introduction. Also, remember one thing, that in creating the body, what happens is, in a narrative essay, I am sure I have mentioned this somewhere in the video, but if I haven't, then I'm just saying it loud now. That is, in a narrative essay, it's not important to focus on what's given to you. What's important is that you focus on what is not given to you, okay? And in this case, that is for instance, you have something like an accident from the tuition classes. You saw an accident, so you can just start off with your body by saying that I remember that I was returning from my tuition class and it was a very normal day. So to give an example of what I said earlier, I'll be taking up a sample outline where I will give you one topic and focus on what is not said to create a rather good essay. Okay, so obviously that was part one. In creating the body 2, like I said, that since this is narrative, it focuses on your side of the deal. That is, they want to know what you felt about the incident. Okay, so you can just always include how you felt about the incident in the conclusion, but it's a good practice to, since this is narrative, to always keep the reader updated about your feelings. So it can go like this. It was a normal day and I was returning from tuition, and I was feeling very odd that day because it was a full moon night and there were clouds up in the sky. There was a light drizzle, and I don't know why, but I felt like something bad was about to happen. And then I heard a loud screech of tires and a very, very high speed car coming towards me. I just saw, and I was scared for one instant because I realized that. So you see that the way I'm going on, I'm explaining after every bit what I feel, and that is the whole essence of a narrative essay. They want to know what you feel, okay? And like I said, that the best advantage of writing a narrative essay, that you need to focus on what is not given to you, and to do that I'll be taking up a sample outline. But before the sample outline, obviously you have writing the conclusion. Okay, so a conclusion of a narrative should have about what you felt about the whole incident, okay? That is, if the incident was a past one, for instance, you had seen this accident when you were back in high school, and you are supposed studying in college right now, or when you're writing this incident, maybe you have grown up, maybe you had seen this in middle school, and maybe now you are in high school. So you can just say that how this incident affects you nowadays. That is, it has been so much time past, so you can always mention that. Next thing is the sample outline. Now, a visit to a marketplace, the most common form of essay that you have. So, introduction. It was a normal day and you had to go to the market to run some errands. Errands, in case you don't know the word, it means some job, some course to do. So, in the market, you find a crowd, and inside that crowd, you find a dead body. So, you're a detective. Now, look here. It's just given that write about a visit to a marketplace, but I am writing as if you are a detective. Now, why I'm doing that? I am doing that because so that, because that is the part that is not given to you. Here is the chance to be imaginative, and that is the whole point of an essay. Okay, so you're a detective and you start solving the crime. So obviously you need to describe that by yourself. Now the crime is solved, and the conclusion, you feel like a hero now, and also the fact that you gave a dead man closure, that is, you finally got justice for a dead man. So like I said, that you need to focus on what's not given. Next topic that I will be taking up is describe a drowning incident that you can remember. Now in this case, you can see that the exact detail is given to you. Describe a drowning incident. Simple as that. Okay, so in case of a drowning incident, you need to just go like this. Drowning can be painful and can lead to bad deaths. It was a school picnic 15 years back near the riverside, high tide, and we friends had decided to go swimming. Also remember something, that while writing an essay, you can change facts. You can do anything with reality. Okay, you can even have aliens coming to Earth. All of that is allowed in an essay. All of that, unless it's an argumentative or a picture composition. A descriptive or a narrative essay can have anything and everything. So, friends decided to go swimming, and there was a sudden current, there was a high tide. 4 out of 5 of the people, you make it. One of you don't, and the body is found later, and it leaves you scarred. And still you get nightmares after 15 years. So note the fact that how is it affecting you today, nowadays, has been included in this essay. So I want you to adopt that fact, adapt it, and also implement it when you're writing. Now, the summary of this is obviously that narrative essays are usually in first person. They should have a vivid and clear, given that you have seen the incident. Now this point is rather important. What do I mean by this? Now see, in the descriptive essay, you are descriptive. Yes, you heard that right. In a descriptive essay, you are describing something that you may or may not have seen. Okay, you are probably describing it from somebody else's view, somebody else's perspective. But in the narrative essay, you have seen the incident happen. It has happened in front of your eyes. And sorry for that. What you need to know is that the whole point of giving you a narrative essay is to see how vividly or how clearly, with intricate details, can you describe a very simple incident. For instance, if you were to write about an accident in a descriptive essay, you would probably go like saying about the accident. But if it's a narrative essay, then you saw every detail, you heard every sound, you saw every guy who came in, and you know exactly how you felt at every moment. This vividness, this clarity, this is the whole point of a narrative essay, and this is what you need to get. Okay, and also thing is that the narrative essay should have your take on the matter. What do I mean when I say this? That is, and like I said, that since it's a narrative essay, it wants to know your part of the deal, how you felt after being there in that incident. Okay, so it has to be there, the narrative essay, how you felt about the matter, because that is what is of primary importance. If you do not give that at the conclusion, then it all becomes a fool's errand. You will not get your marks. Please remember that your essays are marked depending on the type that you chose. So for a narrative essay, if you do not give your take, you will be marked 0. Okay. Now with that, we finish our narrative essays course. We have 3 more types of essays left. We have one-word essays, we have argumentative essays, 2 of which will be covered in our course lesson, argumentative essays. We also have picture composition, and Jen, we shall have one more lesson attached at the back of picture composition, which is going to be on how are you marked in each essay. What are the points that somebody is looking for, and what are the key points, what you need to avoid, how are marks deducted, etc. So with that, I'm gonna finish now. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Please leave your feedback in the comments below. Thank you.